when it comes to putting your home on the market, there's a lot of prep work ahead of time. Of course, we have our real estate expert, B. Metz, with us today, and we have a before you list checklist. Now, B, you've been in the game for quite a while, and so I'm sure you've run into people where, you know, the photographer's on their way and they have completely forgot that the photographer is on their way, and there's stuff everywhere. I'm sure that's happened to you before.
Oh, yes. I've had ones where I've had to tell the photographer to, like, we just can't even take the pictures because the house was in a disarray. And then I've had other ones that I got there and we're shoving stuff in different rooms so that we can go ahead and get the pictures taken.
Yeah.
So, yeah, those kind of things happen. People forget, but you know, we try to work it out. So yeah, but yeah, it's important to make sure that you get your house ready for sure.
Yeah, so let's start with the outside. Of course, every single time you come on the show, we talk about curb appeal, but how important is it when it comes to those listing photos?
Curb appeal is really, really important. It's the first thing that people are going to see on their house, whether they're just driving by and they happen to see a for sale sign, if they're seriously looking and they're looking online, you know, on Zillow, our website, you know, realtor.com, any of those websites, the first thing they're going to see is the outside picture of the house. So it's really important that you really pay attention to the curb appeal. I know it's harder, obviously, in the wintertime, but you can always, if you've got planters on the front porch, you can always put some like little evergreens in there or pansies if you want some color, pop of color, and then keeping the bushes trimmed up. I know you're not probably supposed to trim them in this wintertime, but definitely get them manicured, make them look nice, because it is really important. That's going to be the first thing that people are going to see.
Yeah, and something too that I just thought of, since there's some snow on the ground, maybe like shovel the driveway and like the entryway.
Yes.
Because that's the last thing you want is tracking snow
into your home. Exactly, yeah. And for safety reasons too. If you are getting ready to list and it has snowed, you do need to try to get the driveway shoveled just for the safety of the people coming to look at it. And too, like you said, you don't want people tracking all that mess into your house. So yeah.
For sure. Then when you walk into your house, of course, people are going to kind of look around and see everything. So you definitely want to declutter and depersonalize.
Very much so. When people walk into your home, they want to be able to envision themselves in it. So declutter, declutter, declutter. And when you think you've decluttered enough, declutter some more. I say that every time. I've probably said it on the show 100 times, but it's so true because it's so important to make sure that the client walking in can visualize themselves and make sure you don't have a lot of personal items out. I know it's hard to take down all the pictures, but kind of take the ones off the shelves, and you know, you don't have to take all the ones off the walls, but to try to depersonalize it a little bit so they can kind of envision themselves in there more.
And this one is decked out for the holidays. And this is actually kind of a pro tip if you are listing in the wintertime.
Yeah, exactly. It makes it feel really, really homey. When we took the pictures of the house, it wasn't decorated, and then we decided we were going to do the show here. So she got busy and got it decorated, and it looks great. It's wonderful when you walk in. We've had an open house here, and everybody was so thrilled to see how homey it all felt. So it's always a great idea to have it decorated.
Yeah, and this is the time to get all of those minor and major home repairs done.
Exactly.
Especially when it comes to the HVAC system.
Yes. Make sure you have your HVAC system at least cleaned and serviced so it'll get a good bill of health when it comes time to doing the inspection. As far as like repairs, you might think that little nicks and all that in the walls isn't a big thing, but it really is. You know, like people do pay attention to that. They've got on Amazon, they've got these little like paint brushes that almost look like markers. You can fill them up with the paint that's in your house, and then it's really easy to make it touch-ups doing it that way. So, you know, make sure you've got things like that. If you've started taking down wallpaper somewhere, get it finished. Don't leave it halfway. Like I actually have a contract now with somebody, and that's the situation. It worked out because everything else looked good, but it's just not something that you want to do. You know, like if you've taken down wallpaper, just paint it a neutral color, you know, and get it finished. Either that or just don't even start the project. But yeah, little things, make sure that you have those done so that the house looks like it's been well maintained, and you know, you've got that person that you know that's got pride in home ownership, and you're going to be buying something that people have taken care of.
Yeah, and I think the last and most important step is calling someone that you trust, just like you, because working with a realtor is going to save so much time because you're an expert in the field, because there's a lot of people listing their home on the market that's just for sale by by owner. Yeah, that's not always the best way to go.
It's not. Statistics show that actually listing with a realtor, that the seller will actually come out with a better outcome. Typically will sell their home quicker, and they actually will end up with more profit even after they've paid commission. So it's always best to at least take the opportunity to talk to a realtor and see what your options are.
For sure. B, thank you so much. I love this little checklist, and she actually will give this to you as well if you decide to work with her. So again, if you're interested in working with B and her team, just go over to metsregroup.com.